Hey guys, it's Mia Redrick here, the mom strategist. I'm excited about this scope. Now today I'm going to be teaching on what I bought myself for Christmas and why. What I bought myself this Christmas and why. Do me a favor, if you're watching the replay, you can still share, you can still heart it up. And if you're new to the scope, it's nice to virtually meet you. I'm Mia Redrick. I'm the mom strategist. I support clients with life and business success. You can always check me out at miaredrick.com. Now, what I love the scope about is showing you that you are product, right? Showing you that you can take who you are, your gifts, your education, your background, and package those things into product that you can sell passively with one-to-many models. That's what a lot of my clients do. I've coached hundreds of clients and supported them with building the product of themselves. And if you don't know how to do that, you're going to love my scopes. That's primarily what I talk about and teach on and how I serve my clients. All right. Okay. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to get started. First, let me introduce myself for those of you who've never met me. I got started my business 13 years ago. I had this idea that I wanted to go to work as myself, and what that meant for me was that I wanted to combine my background as a corporate trainer. Hi, Marriage of God. My background as a corporate trainer and my love of motherhood into a business. Now, I wasn't exactly sure how I could do that, so I decided to work with a coach, and her model really changed my life. It was the first time I ever worked with someone that had an unconventional business, that had a laptop business, that she could pick her business up and go to a different country and work. Hey, darling. And I had no idea. Hey, Fred, good to see you. And I was so excited about that. Fast forward, I ended up building a coaching business that I absolutely love. I work about 30 hours a month servicing my clients, and I love that. I get to work with brilliant, amazing people, smart, sharp individuals who believe in self-investment, and I support them in building the product of themselves, and to me, one of the greatest privileges of being an entrepreneur is I've been a full-time entrepreneur for over 2 decades, which means that my husband and I both, we don't have jobs. Our children have never seen their mom and dad work conventional jobs. And I think that that's significant. And for most of us, when we want to be entrepreneurs, you want sustainable success. I think that's what we're looking toward. And that excites me. I love being an entrepreneur because I get to date my husband in the middle of the day. And, for those of you who just want to be free to do what you want to do, that's what I love about being an entrepreneur. I love being an entrepreneur equally because we've been able to invest in our children's private school tuition. My husband and I collectively have spent over $715 grand educating our children. And we've got an 18-year-old, a 15-year-old, and an 11-year-old, and no one's gone to college yet. All right. And so that's why a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs also. Maybe you want to send your kids to schools of your choices. But I think also being an entrepreneur never meant more to me than other than when my husband developed kidney disease. I could be there for my kids. I could be there for my husband because I owned my time. And to me, that's why you build an amazing business, so that you have control and you can be there for your family in the way that you choose to. Thank you guys so much for sharing. All right. Hi there, darling. I've been out of pocket, right? You've been like, where's Mia, right? Where's Mia? It's the holidays, and, just having time with my family, doing what I need to do so we can have and create amazing memories this coming weekend. It's exciting. And I don't know if you guys know this, and so the holidays are really special to us because my husband and I got married on the 29th of December. So we're celebrating our wedding, the 21st wedding anniversary next week as well. So we go from Christmas, and then it's our wedding anniversary, then it's New Year's celebration. So we just get to party hard for the next 2 weeks. All right, so I'm going to get started. I promised today that I was going to share what I bought myself for Christmas and why. All right, what I bought myself for Christmas and why. Do me a favor, guys. If you haven't shared or invited someone else on the scope, please do. All right, invite some other people because we know that people want to know, they're going to be blessed by this message. And so share with anyone that you know will benefit. Hey, darling, good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing. I appreciate it so much. All right. And I'll get started in like 2 minutes. I have one of those mommy bragging moments. just spare me, right? So pardon me, but this has never happened to us before. We, was it the day before yesterday, my son, who was 18, who was a senior, applied to, a bunch of colleges, but most of the colleges he doesn't apply to until January 1st, okay? And he got accepted into his very first college, Worcester, in Ohio, and he was offered the Dean Scholarship, which is a $94,000 award over 4 years. So we were like blown away, like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. He opens his very first letter and he's accepted, and he gets a scholarship that's $23,500 for the next 4 years if he attends that school. Is that amazing, or is that amazing, right? We were like blown away and just so excited for him, and it was just absolutely amazing. So it's just been an amazing kickoff for the holiday and for the new year and a new start. So powerful, right? Isn't that amazing? Just like, and it's such a great visual for, my 15-year-old and my 11-year-old who, he's just showing our, creating a culture in our family that says, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. We create an ROI. So I'm just excited, and thank you guys for indulging me on that, because it's such an incredible win for us, and we're so excited for him and can't wait to see what's going to happen in March. All right, I'm going to get started. Today's scope, I'm going to be teaching on what I bought myself for Christmas and why. What I bought myself for Christmas, and what was it, 2 days ago, I had been looking actually for quite a while, but I bought myself a coach. I bought myself another coach. This is my 5th coach I'm working with this year. And I bought myself a coach, and he's $12,000. And in essence, to support me with scaling my business, right? To support me with scaling my business, right? And thank you guys so much, right? And the reason that I want to just kind of break down with you the psychology that I have whenever I'm thinking about making an investment, or when I think about the upcoming year, because maybe it'll support you also as you make your decisions for what you need to do in order for you to grow your business. So, I've been for the last month or 6 weeks or so really evaluating my results in my business, measuring, what's worked really well, what hasn't worked really well, what we need to duplicate, what we need to, zone in on even more and amplify for growth for the upcoming year, and really laid out for myself what my plan is in my business to really be able to create even more business in this upcoming year. But one of the things that I realized was I'm in a position in my business that I can scale, and I could easily myself see how I could hit where I want to be in my business. So I've never hit $1 million in my business, and I could see how I could do that, all right, based on me doing it. But instead of that, I thought it would be prudent for me to work with someone who scales businesses, that supports entrepreneurs all the time with doing exactly that, and that literally can help me to evaluate my own infrastructure, my own systems, my own marketing strategy, to really go deep into what it's really going to take for me to be able to not only scale this business, but to maintain it and to do it. And maybe there are other options for me to be able to grow that I haven't even considered. And so that's what I started looking for in interviewing. I've interviewed tons of multi-million-dollar coaches that have supported lots of entrepreneurs that made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars in their businesses. And anyway, so that's what I got myself for Christmas. So the first thing I did was I hired a coach. I interviewed about 6 of them, and they all had specifically what I was looking for, someone that could support me with scaling my business for 2017. They all understand my goals. They're exceptionally successful themselves, and and that's what I was looking for. The second thing I was looking for was the insight that they could provide me that I can't do myself, because I'm great. I mean, if I just stayed on autopilot, I have a great business, but I don't want autopilot. And what I really wanted was the insight of someone who's already been there, who's already done that, who could really teach me things that I don't already know, because that's why you invest in a coach. And someone that I had respect for, such that their respect for their results, so that I could personally be teachable and coachable and really implement the things that they've said. I've got homework I've got to turn in by Monday. It's a little hardcore. but it's good for me. And I always say that to you, that to me, great coaches have coaches, and and they are investors in themselves, and that's just really important to me. And if you're not doing that, and let's say you are a coach and you're training or mentoring other people, you really do need to have the perspective of other coaches that are really sewing into you, so that you can then support your people even more. The other reason that I hired a coach was to straight up slay. I'm not even going to kid you. I know that I can do it. We look at the results of my clients, and I can tell you that every single day, hey there, talent attorney. Every single day, I look at the results of my clients. You know this, Latasha. All you have to do is just pop on anything social media, and it doesn't matter. Every single day they are creating amazing results. I had a client today, when I met her 4 or 5 weeks ago, was selling things between $15 and $100, right? And in short, she has signed her first $6,000 contract ever. I believe she's done close to $8,500 in the last 4 weeks since we've been working together, which is pretty impressive, I think. And but it's standard results, really. My clients all do really well that implement. And so the reason that I hired a coach was to slay. And I know that working with someone at a high level that's supported companies do not only, my goal is to hit $1 million this year, to do not only $1 million in my coaching practice, but also to be able to do that and beyond. I mean, a lot of their clients do hundreds and hundreds of $1,000s a month. And I thought that was really cool. And that's why I hired a coach. And then the other reason that I hired a coach was to scale in my business. So, to me, if I want to scale my business, then I really want to work with someone that has supported tons of businesses with doing that. I can stand on their shoulders. They can support me with, all the things that I need to do to be able to really not only create this business revenue and profit in my business, right? Business revenue and profit in my business, but also to be able to maintain it, because to me, great success is sustainable. I love the fact that we've been full-time entrepreneurs for over 2 decades. I love the fact that my kids have never seen their parents work jobs. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. But I also love the fact that, when you create a level of success, not going back and knowing what you need to put in place to really create a solid business. So that's why I bought myself this coach for Christmas, and I couldn't think of a better gift. And ironically, it must be something we do in our house. It is. My husband also talked to a mentor today about coaching for him. This is how we operate, and and I just want to say, yeah, I mean, this is where it is, and so that's what I wanted to share with you guys. That's what I bought myself for Christmas. And I like to buy things that create a return on investment. And I teach that to my kids always, that whatever you're doing, whatever you're learning, that's why I love investing in myself. It creates a return. Hey, darling, good to see you, Sonia. Merry Christmas to you. Or happy Hanukkah to you, or happy holidays to you, right? So I love investing in myself because it creates a return on my investment. And I'm always leery of people who they want a return and they don't invest, because I don't know that, right? My gift is self-development books as well. Self-development books are great. Actually, I just got a book today from Felix. Felix Anderson wrote a book, and I don't know, you guys might know him here on Periscope, but I ordered his book the other day. And and it just came today. So I'm building my arsenal of books for the upcoming year. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know Felix Anderson or not, but my book came today. He signed it personally. So I'm really excited about that. And that's what's really cool to me, is investing in my mind, investing in my business. The way I invest in my business is I have got to grow, and I've got to have a team that's really advising me. Yeah, that's really advising me at a high level, so that he is like phenomenal. And you guys know I don't do TV or anything like that, or I bumped into his scope. It was one of my clients recommended him. Couldn't believe it, how amazing he was. And immediately I just bought his book because I knew that it was good seed. And I just want to say that to those of you, also kind of off topic, but it relates, that when you see something that is good like that, and why would you watch him and listen to him every week and not buy his book? Like, why would you not sow a seed into that? Because that's goodness. You know what I mean? That is some goodness. Now, I know people watch, like, talk shows all the time, and it does nothing for you at the end of the day. That right there will do something for you. And so when you are watching something like that, like Felix Anderson, you guys need to buy his book. And I mean, I don't even know Felix well at all. So I don't get any gain from that, but I just want you to know, like, a guy like that can change your life. Like, that level of transparency, that level of truth, that level of teaching and sharing. And if you didn't get it, you need to buy his book. And you guys that don't know him, you need to check him out. And I don't really endorse anyone, right? Yeah, you're back. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I wanted to open the floor and see, were there any questions for me? I'm so excited about this upcoming year. And I really just am trying to savor these days, these last days of this year. I always try not to get too far ahead, because where I am right now, I love where I am. I love each and every one of these days that I get to spend with my family. I love the fact that we're going to spend this holiday together, and that next week is my wedding anniversary, and then the new year is starting. And I try to savor each of those moments because they're important. Each of those moments are important. But I would be lying if I told you I am not, I'm so stoked. Hey, Kizzy, about 2017 and all that it holds. And I see the setup, like I can see already, as I've been laying out the plan for this upcoming year, what it's going to look like. And it's just exciting. Hey, darling, going into the new year with a clear vision and a clear path of what you want to do, and being all in and not, not half in. Thank you so much, right? Did I 1 year before you? There you go. Happy anniversary to you also. I'm just excited about it. And, I think one of the things that's so exciting is doing work that you love to do with people that you love to do it with. I spoke with a wonderful client today, Colleen Hawthorne. A lot of you guys know her, Kizzy and Latasha, Dr. Colleen Hawthorne. And, I told her that. I said, I love the people that I get to work with. I love talking with my clients. They're phenomenal people. They're brilliant and amazing people who are out here in the world, holding up the world and doing amazing things. And they're exceptionally teachable, coachable. They invest in themselves. They're go-givers. They care about other people. They care about their family. They want their if they're married, they want their relationships to be great. You know what I mean? And I love being around people like that. And it doesn't mean that things are right. It means that they understand, they want to get it right. You know what I'm saying? And there's something powerful about working with women who understand that we're not trying to build a life to escape your life. You're trying to build a life you want to come home to. And that takes some work. It takes some transparency. You know what I mean? You got to roll up your sleeves. You got to get real about situations. But at the end of the day, it's worth it, right? Because, I just think so. So, are there any questions, any comments, anything like that? That's what I bought myself for Christmas. For those of you, hey, Michelle, for those of you who want to book a consultation with me, all you need to do is check my link out here on Periscope. You do have to fill out a qualifying application to book a 20-minute consultation, but it's worth it. And here's the link. I will put it here. I think you guys can see it. Can you see that? There we go. You can just screenshot it if you want, or just check my bio out here on Periscope. I can read it to you, but, it's a lot. It's a bit.ly link. But let me just put it up again for you. There we go. All right. Or you can just check it out on my Periscope bio. You can book a 20-minute consultation with me. Now, I don't do free coaching, just so you know. This is for you if you are thinking you want to work with a coach, you're trying to create a product, you need to strategize this upcoming year, you want some insight into where you need to get started. And so I'd love to be able to speak with you. You have to fill out a qualifying questionnaire. And if, in fact, I feel like I can truly support you with creating that product and getting your strategy right for this year, we'll set something up. and I'm going to rock your world. That's what's going to happen during that consultation. So I promise not to waste your time. And if I don't think I can support you, then I'm not going to set up an appointment, because why? You know what I mean? Your time is valuable, and my time is valuable too. So if there are there any questions about that, about anything, okay? Anything, any comments, any questions? You know, like I said, we are over here buzzing with joy. Pat got into his first college, got the Dean Scholarship for $94,000. We didn't even know that was going to happen. And that was amazing. Okay. We are still like amazed, okay, over here, and just thankful for God's blessings. Have you worked with the travel industry? Yeah, actually, one of my clients is Tawana Brown Smith. You should check her out, of Mom's Guide to Travel. And what she does is she supports families with travel, like traveling around the world. She actually has been a TED Beck speaker for the last 2 years. I think they were in Spain last year. This year, I can't remember what country they were in, but it's like the TEDx of the travel industry. She gets corporate partnerships with, you know, all kinds of travel related companies, top companies that sponsor her. She travels around the world literally and writes about it and gets paid to do that. She's gone to Greece and London and Italy and Costa Rica, and it just goes on and on. But she gets paid to travel and to write about her experiences. So I have worked with her and supported her with building her brand and monetizing her brand as well, and creating product that she can sell. And that's what's really cool. Like, my clients they do a lot of different things. So no one does the same thing. And I've worked with people from so many different industries. So are there any other questions? Don't be shy, guys, or I'm going to sign off. Are there any other questions? Are there questions about anything that I can support you with? Like I said, I hadn't talked to you guys in 2 days, so I wanted to pop in. My husband's got his honey-do list, and I told him I've only asked you to do 21 things, real things, in 21 years. And sometimes you just have to get it done, right? That's it. It's just, this is number 21, and you got to get it done, right? So that he's working on his honey-do list, and we've got family coming over on Sunday, so real excited about that. What do you guys have? Are you guys cooking? Who's cooking? Who's hosting? Who's traveling? Who's cooking? Who's hosting? Who's traveling? Anyone? I am hosting. Okay, prime rib. Oh, that sounds yummy. That sounds yummy. Okay. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Hey, Kizzy. Okay. All right. Anyone else? Okay. So yeah, so I'm cooking, and I'm doing a lot of cooking. So I'm excited, and baking. So I'm excited about that. And I expect to get started sometime tomorrow afternoon. Okay, Kizzy, you're driving now. All right. So you're en route. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So this is just a great time to enjoy your family. And I'm going to try and pop on tomorrow. But I wanted to say hi to everyone. I love you guys. I want you to have an amazing holiday, and have if I don't get on tomorrow, have a Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. And I love you, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay. Bye.